DFS greatness. Let's get to it, man. Before I start my video, man, you like the page, you like the comments, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to it, man. Lovely slate, only 6 games. I'm glad the NBA is back. I needed it. Let's get to it. I'm at the point guard position, man. At the top of the line, you want to spin up. You got James Harden sitting at 11,300. Man, this guy's averaging 60.4 fantasy points a game, man. Going against Golden State, you just don't know how the game flow gonna go. But against Golden State, the last 3 games, James Harden is averaging 64 fantasy points. Last game, 58, 75, and 61. And crazy numbers, man. Against the point guard, they're ranking 25th. And overall, as a whole, they're ranking 27. And James Harden is $300 cheaper on FanDuel. I mean, if you want to go play him, he get you 58 fantasy points. 56 fantasy points is 5 times value. James Harden, man, this guy's a beast. One of my favorite plays of the slate, man. It's gonna be It's a lot of value out there. I definitely like De'Aaron Fox, man. This is my guy, man. Against Memphis, De'Aaron Fox last game against Memphis, he dropped the 60 piece. He's averaging 44 fantasy points going against the Grizzlies, so I definitely like him a lot. Right now at the price tag, he's 7,400, averaging 38.5 fantasy points a game, man. Going against Morant, not scared to play him at all, man. I think that's a good matchup. Morant's not good defensive right now. He's $400 more on FanDuel, so I definitely like the price tag on DraftKings. Last 3 games, he's been averaging 38.6. Definitely like that, man. If he gets you around 39 fantasy points, that's 5 times value. Definitely like that tomorrow. He got 30% usage rate, man. Definitely like De'Aaron Fox. And another point guard I like a lot with the news, Reggie Jackson has got really a ball that. They bought him out. He's going to be signed with the Clippers. Man, that Clippers bench is going to be nasty, man. Oh, my God. It's going to be real nasty. We'll see what the Clippers do in the playoff. But Derrick Rose at 5,900. I know the minutes will be there for Rose. No Reggie Jackson. Rose should be the starting point guard coming tomorrow. Definitely like him a lot, man. 5,900, averaging 31.6 fantasy points a game. Rose, man, last 3 games going against Milwaukee, he's averaging 30 fantasy points. He's $400 cheaper on FanDuel, so FanDuel price is a little bit better. At the 59 price tag, he needs 26.2 fantasy points. It's 4.4 times value. Definitely like Derrick Rose tomorrow night. And if I did go cheaper at the point guard position, another guy I like too. I like Chris Nunn. I like him a lot. At the price tag, 4,900, averaging 26.2 fantasy points a game, man. Definitely like him. Going against Atlanta, Trae Young defense is not that good. Last 3 games going against Atlanta, 53, 35, and 24, averaging 37 right now going against Atlanta, man. Definitely like him a lot, but I definitely want to play him on FanDuel. He's $700 cheaper on FanDuel. At 4,900, he need around 25 fantasy points is 5x. Definitely like him a lot, man. He's getting around 30 minutes a game. Sleeper play at 4,700, man. This guy been balling. North Carolina finest, man. Kobe White. Averaging 20.9 fantasy points at 4,700, man. He got a 23% usage rate. Last 3 games, averaging 29 fantasy points. He's $100 cheaper on FanDuel. Kobe White is a good guy. I would like to play, man, with exposure. 4,700 just a pump play. The minutes is there. He damn near playing starter minutes just coming off the bench. Last 3 games, 39, 18, 35. He give you around 22 fantasy points. That's 4.8 times value. Definitely like that exposure with Kobe White, man. But the guy I would recommend you guys to go get tomorrow is 5,900. It's Derrick Rose, man. I'm loving Derrick Rose, man. I love him a lot. Derrick Rose and De'Aaron Fox, my 2 favorite point guards for tomorrow. So I'm going to go lock in D Rose. I'm at the shooting guard position. My favorite play, man. I feel like Jimmy Buckets is too cheap, 7,900, man. Because you got Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine been balling, man. But a night like this, definitely like the 7,900 price tag for Jimmy Buckets, averaging 42.7 fantasy points a game. Going against Atlanta, averaging 48 against Atlanta. 60, 39, 35 last 3 games. Atlanta right now, man, they ranked 30th as a whole, 28 against the shooting guard. So all that being said, go get Jimmy Buckets at 79 price tag. He need around. He's projected to hit value 37 fantasy points. It's 4.8 times value. Definitely like that. Go get some Jimmy Buckets in your life. I like the price tag, man. Jimmy Buckets is back healthy. They need him, man. They got to make a playout push. So I definitely like that's probably my favorite shooting guard. I like for tomorrow. And another guy I like also is Buddy Hield. I know he don't start no more, but last 3 games going against Memphis, Buddy Hield's averaging 34 fantasy points. He's $300 cheap on FanDuel, so that FanDuel price is appealing. So it's 6,600. He need around 32 fantasy points. It's 5x. Last 3 games, he's averaging just around 34.6 fantasy points. Definitely like him for a dark horse. Though you want to go put in your lineup, do not see wrong with playing him. Like I mentioned, Kobe White, definitely like him. I'm going to lock Jimmy Buckets in, man. That's my guy. At the small forward position, I like this guy a lot, man. 9,400. Ben Simmons, averaging 44.3 fantasy points a game, man. Ben Simmons on the tear, man. They got to make the playoff push, man. A lot of, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal been just like talking bad about the team. The chemistry's not there, man. Hey, this halfway the season, man, is either you're going to make or break it. I'm looking at Philadelphia, man. They got a lot of people on the contract. It's going to be some, if they don't, make it to the finals or go deep in the playoffs, the team probably going to get blown up. I'm pretty sure probably somebody going to get traded out of that team. But Ben Simmons, man, I'm going against Brooklyn, averaging 55 fantasy points last game, 83, 48, and 36 with a 21% usage rate. He's $600 cheap on FanDuel, so the FanDuel price is way appealing if you want to go that direction with Ben Simmons. Right now, man, he needs 43 fantasy points. It's 4.6 times value for Ben Simmons. You want to put him in your lineup. Menace is secure. I like the Menace a lot. But another guy, a little bit cheaper. I like him a lot too. You want to go get LeVert at 6,700 against Philadelphia, man. They know Kyrie Irving. LeVert is a guy with high usage rate, averaging 28% usage rate right now. Last 3 games, he's averaging just around 26.7 fantasy points. He's $600 cheap on FanDuel. So if you're going to get Karis LeVert, go get him on FanDuel and DraftKings. But a guy I definitely want to have some exposure to is real cheap. I definitely like Robert Covington, 5,500, averaging 27.9 fantasy points a game. Covington is a good matchup, 18% usage rate. Last game against Golden State, he dropped 47 fantasy points. Covington, man, last 3 games, 39, 26, 16. He's playing in mid-30s, man. D'Antoni will play this guy in mid-30s. He do not care. He's $500 more on FanDuel, so Covington DraftKings price is pretty good. Like it a lot, solid. Definitely want to play that price tag. And another guy I definitely like too, a little bit cheaper. I definitely like Harrison Barnes, and I like Jay Crowder, man. Harrison Barnes has been playing pretty good. He's playing around averaging 35 minutes a game. Harrison Barnes will give you between 20 and 40 fantasy points. $200. He's $300 cheap on FanDuel. Since your guy got traded here, Jay Crowder coming from Memphis, man, been playing pretty good. Minutes is there, getting around mid 29 minutes a game. Definitely like him. Last 2 games, he's averaging just around 25.6 fantasy points a game. He's $500 cheap on FanDuel at $5,000. I feel like it's a solid price tag. I'm going to like him Ben Simmons for small forward. And the power forward position, there's a lot of good names out there. You got the top of the line. You got Giannis out the Kupo. You're going to spend up for him 11,100. He's averaging 60.3 fantasy points a game, man. Giannis, last 3 games, he's been on the tear, man. I like Giannis a lot. He's $100 more on FanDuel. You just don't know how the game script goes. You can't predict blowouts, man, but Detroit is not a good team. All he needs, if they do get a blowout, the price tag is $6,200. The price tag $11,100. He's projected to hit value 62 fantasy points. That's 5x. If he can get you, if you want to go Giannis, get you 62 fantasy points. That's 5x, and you should be solid. Another guy that I like too is a little bit cheaper, and he's only $4,500. Because you really got Giannis, and I do not like the matchup of Collins or Christian Wood. I feel like that price tag $6,900 is too much. Mentioned Covington, like him a lot. But a guy I want to be cheap is at $4,500. I like PJ Washington, man, for Charlotte. The guy's been playing pretty good, man. They really short-handed. They traded a lot. They let a lot of people go. So, you know, P.J. Washington is playing just around 30 minutes a game against Chicago. Last game against Chicago, he dropped 37 fantasy points. He's $200 more on FanDuel. You need around 25.1 fantasy points. It's 5x. You want to go that route with Washington. Do not sit the wrong with playing him. But a guy I'm going to throw in, I definitely like Jay Crowder, man. At the center position, you got Joel Embiid. That's the top of the line center you want to go with. Joel Embiid, man, he been letting me down, man. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I know it's the process, but the process ain't been working out, man. I've been playing him a lot, and Joel Embiid been just waiting to bed for me. If you want to go spin up with Joel Embiid, he's averaging 47.2 fantasy points a game, 9,000. I mean, a good matchup against Brooklyn. Brooklyn always get towed by centers. They rank 29th. He's $600 more on FanDuel. But my favorite center of the night is my guy, first-time All-Star, Bam Adebayo, man. That guy been balling, dude. He's averaging 40.7 fantasy points a game at 7,800 price tag. I feel like the price tag was too cheap. Last game against Atlanta, 65 fantasy points. Right now, they don't have a center. Clint Capella, he's still out for a little bit. You know, you got John Collins playing center. Bam Adebayo's bigger than him, man. It's a big boy game. He's averaging 30. We got 20% usage rate, you know, around 35 minutes a game. He's $700 cheaper on FanDuel. So you want to go get Bam on FanDuel, do not see wrong with playing that price tag for him. Another center I definitely like too, Valanciunas, man, to go and get Sacramento 70 on 100. He averaging 34.4 fantasy points a game. Definitely like that price tag for him. Don't see wrong with it. And if you want to go cheaper, Kacharian, Houston against Golden State, man. Don't forget Houston playing small ball. They got PJ Tucker playing the center. You know, you can go at Chris if you want to go play him just to be a little different because, you know, no center. Chris is a big guy. He can put up numbers. Then been solid lately, man. Last 3 games, averaging 21.3 fantasy points a game with a 19% usage rate. He's $300 cheaper on FanDuel. If you want to go that direction with him on FanDuel, do not see anything wrong with playing that guy. I like him a lot, man. But yeah, man, the center that I'm gonna rock with, I have a lot of exposure to, is gonna be Bam Adebayo, man. These are my favorite plays of the slate. These are the guys I like a lot, man. A few sleeper plays, you know, I mentioned earlier, man. You got Damian Lee. You want to go throw him your Landry. You got Kendrick Nunn. I mentioned that guy earlier. You always got, you want to go get a cheap center. You got PJ Tucker, 4,000. Jordan Poole, 4,000. And DeAndre Hunter, 4,600. Kendrick Nunn, 4,900. I know they got Andre Wiggins as a sleeper, but, man, this guy put you to sleep, man. I played him one night, had a solid lineup. He was terrible. And, yeah, man, these are the plays, man. Hopefully this video is helpful, man. If you got any comments, man, put your favorite play in the comment section, man. And also, man, like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on YouTube. Until next time, I'm out. Good luck, everyone. Let's get to it.